Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss chapter 13, direct and inverse proportions. Okay. One question arises in your mind: what is direct proportion and what is a inverse proportion? Okay. So first we discuss what is direct proportion. Okay. You can see your daily to daily life. Uh, uh, and that if you purchase one quantities, and suppose if you purchase some articles, okay, so cost of more articles you pay cost of more money. If you purchase less articles you pay less money. Clear? uh, as you have, um, if two pen cost is 10 rupees, then four pen cost is 20 rupees, and one pen will cost 5 rupees. So you can see here the number of pens increases, the cost of pen is also increases. Number of pen is decreases, the cost of pen is also decreases. So yeah, from your discussion, you observe that two quantity are said to be direct proportions if the increase or decrease in one quantity causes the increase or decrease in the other quantities. Okay, so this is called direct proportions. Clear? It means that if you purchase more pen, you pay more money. Okay, if you purchase less pen, you pay less money. Okay, so आप देख रहे हो यहाँ पे कि एक क्वांटिटी को मैं इंक्रीज कर रहा हूँ, दूसरी क्वांटिटी ऑटोमेटिक इंक्रीज हो जा रही है। अगर मैं फर्स्ट क्वांटिटी को डिक्रीज कर रहा हूँ तो सेकेंड क्वांटिटी ऑटोमेटिक डिक्रीज हो जा रही है। So this types variation is called direct variation, direct proportion. Okay. So exercise 13.1 depend on direct proportions. Is clear? Now, other example is that the work done varies directly to the work times. Okay. More work done in more time, less work done in less times. Okay, so let us consider the following. Okay, and one example to discuss the direct proportion. Suppose 2 liter cost of milk is 14 rupees, then what is the cost of 4 meter milk? So here amount is increases, so also the uh, cost of milk is also increases. So here हम एक टेबल बना रहे हैं, उसका स्टडी करेंगे और उससे हम डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन क्या होता है उसके बारे में जानेंगे. So here milk in liter, we let x and cost in रुपीस में है, इसको हम y मानते हैं. ठीक है, सपोज करते हैं लेट. ओके, सो 2 liter मिल्क कास्ट कितना है इसका, सपोज करते हैं 40 रुपीज. हाउ मेनी रुपीज? 40 रुपीज. ओके, नाउ 4 meter मिल्क कितना जाएगा? 80 रुपीज. 2 को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, इसमें 2 को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, 2 to 4 एंड 40 to 80. 5 liter मिल्क कितना जाएगा? 100, because cost of 1 liter milk is 20 rupees. So cost of 4 meter milk is 80 rupees, and cost of 5 meter milk is 100 rupees, and so on. Suppose cost of 8 meter milk, cost of anything 11, 12, whatever meter milk. So what is the cost of 8 liter milk and what is the cost of 11 liter milk? Okay. So here you can see if x milk is increases, the amount of quantity of milk is increases, it means that x is increases, then y is also increases. Okay, which is 2, this is 4, this is 4, this is 80. 5 liter 100 rupees. 8 liters, 11 liters, what is the cost of 8 liters milk or 11 liters milk? Okay, is it clear? We find as x increases, the value of y also increases. If x is increases, the value of y is also increases. Okay, and you can see here x by y is constant. X by y is constant. In each case, you can see in each case 2 by 40, what is 1 by 20, 40 by 80, sorry, 4 by 80 is also equal to 1 by 20, 5 by 100, clear, 5 by 100, this is also equal to 1 by 20. So you can see in each case the ratio is 1 by 20, 1 by 20. Clear? It means that x by y is constant. Clear? So from above observation, we find that two quantity x and y are said to be direct variation, proportion or variation if x by y is constant. ओके, आप इसको डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन कब कहोगे? जब इसका x by y रेशियो क्या हो, इसका कांस्टेंट रेशियो. ओके, जब इसका रेशियो क्या हो, कांस्टेंट. आप देख लो यहाँ पे 2 by 40 1 by 20 मिला आपको, 4 by 80 ये भी 1 by 20 मिलेगा, 5 by 100 1 by 20. इसका मतलब कोई भी टू रेशियो अगर डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन है तो उनका टू क्वांटिटी डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन है तो उनका रेशियो क्या होगा, कांस्टेंट. ओके, सो I hope I have understood what is the constant variation, constant proportion if two quantity are increase or decrease in case the other quantity also increase or decrease. Okay, पहली क्वांटिटी इंक्रीज कर रही है, दूसरी क्वांटिटी भी इंक्रीज करे, पहली क्वांटिटी डिक्रीज कर रही है तो सेकंड क्वांटिटी भी डिक्रीज करे. इस टाइप के बोलते हो डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन. ओके, सो नाउ we are going to discuss exercise 13.1 question number 1. So let's see what is the question number 1 of this exercise. Here you can see this is question number 1. This is question number 1. Following are the car parking charges near by the railway station. Okay, काम नहीं कर रहा. Parking charges near railway station up to 4 hours 60 rupees, 8 hours 100 rupees, 12 hours 140 rupees, and 24 hours 180 rupees. Check if the parking charge are in direct proportion to the parking time. So here we need to check the parking charge are in direct proportion to the parking time or not. Okay, so how can we check? We find charge per hour. Okay, so 4 hours 16 rupees. So what is the charge per hour? 4 by 16, this is equal to 15 rupees. Okay, and second charge per hour 8 hours is 100 rupees. So 1 hour charge is 100 by 8, this is equal to 12.5 rupees. Next 12 hours 140 rupees. What is the charge per hour? 12 by 140, This is equal to 11.67 rupees. And the last for 24 hours charge is 180 rupees. So what is the charge per hour? The charge per hour is 180 by 24. This is equal to 7.50 rupees. So you can see here the charge are not same, they are varying. Okay, so in the case of direct proportion, the ratio are same. Okay, but here the parking charges are not in direct proportion to the parking time. Okay, this is clear. So let's see. Question number 1. So you find charge per hour. Okay, so first 4 hours 60 rupees. Okay, first parking is 4 hours 16 rupees. So we will here find charge per hour 16 by 4 hours 16 rupees. So charge per hour we take, this is charge per hour C1 for first parking. Okay, this is equal to rupees 50. And C2 is 8 hours 100 rupees. Okay, so 8 hours 100 rupees. So 100 rupees by 8. This is equal to, tell me, 12 point rupees 12.50. Okay, C3 charge per hour for third parking. This is equal to 140 rupees 12 hours. Okay, 140 rupees for 12 hours. This is equal to rupees 11.60. Clear? And C4 is 180 rupees in 24 hours. Okay, so charge per hour is 180 rupees by 24. This is equal to 7.50. 7.50. Okay, so you can see here. You can see here the charge per hour is not same. Here charge per hour is 50 rupees. Here charge per hour is 12.5 rupees. And here charge per hour is 11.67 rupees. And here 7.5 rupees. So charge per hour are not same. You can say C1 is C1 does not equal to C2, and C2 does not equal to C3, and C3 does not equal to C4. So we can say the parking charge are not in direct proportion to parking time. Okay, parking charge is not in direct proportion to parking time because the charge per hour is not same. Clear? Now, second question. What is second question of this exercise? Let's see. This is second question. A mixture of paint is prepared by mixtures 1 part of red pigments with 8 part of base. In the following tables, find the part of base need to be added. Okay, so part of red pigment 1, the part of base 8, and part of red pigment is 4, 7, 12, and 20. So we need to find part of base for 4 red pigment, for 7 red pigment, for 12 red pigment, and 20 red pigment. So let's see how to solve this question. Here this is a tables, and here given part of red pigment is 1 and the part of base is 8. Okay, and now we will find part of, here given part of red 4, 7, 12, and 20. Okay, now we find part of base for 4 red pigment, 7 red pigments. So we can say let this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Okay. So you observe these tables and you can see here part of red, one red pigments we need to part of 8 base. Okay. So part of 4 red pigment we need to more than 8 base. Okay. So you can see here one quantity is increased, then other quantity also increase. So it means that this is a form of direct proportions. In direct proportions, x by is equal to x by y is constant. So this is, suppose this is x, this is y. Okay, so this is constant. It means that a by 1 by 8 is equal to 4 by a is equal to 7 by a, b is equal to 12 by c is equal to 20 by d, because it is the direct proportion. Okay, so we can write here 1 by 8 is equal to 4 by 8. Clear? In direct proportion, ratio are same. So 1 by 8 is equal to 4 by a. By cross multiplication, we find that a into 1, this is equal to 4 into 8. Or a is equal to 4 8 ja 30. Clear? So part of 8, part of 4 red pigment. Okay, for red pigment we need to part of 32 base. This is clear. Now for this 7 by b, so this is also we can write and 1 by 8, this is equal to 7 by b, and you can write it by cross multiplication, b is equal to 56. Okay, now this is clear. Okay, now next 12 by c is equal to 1 by 8, because this is a direct proportion. In direct proportions, ratio are constant. It means that for c here these are 1 by 8 is equal to 12 by c. This implies that by cross multiplication we obtain c is equal to, what is the value of c? 12 exam 96. Okay, and at last now for this 20. Okay, so 1 by 8 is equal to 20 by d. Now 1 by 8 is equal to 1 by 8 is equal to 20 by d, or d is equal to 20 into 8. By cross multiplication we obtain 160. Okay, so in this way you find the value of a, b, c. If we put here a is equal to, we obtain 32. This is 32. B is 56. Okay, and C is 96. D is 160. Okay, so we find one part of the red pigment is equal to 8 part of base, 4 part of red pigment is equal to 32 part of base, 7 part of red pigment is equal to 56 part of base, 12 part of red pigment is equal to 96 part of base, and 20 part of red pigment is equal to 160 part of base. Okay, so this is clear. Now next question. This is third question. You can see on your screen. In question 2 above, if one part of red pigment requires 75 ml of base, how much red pigment should be mixed with 1800 ml? Okay, so here this is given one part of red pigment required to 75 ml of base, and here asked how much red pigment should mix with 1800 ml. So first we make a table, because you can see this is a part direct proportion. One quantity increases, then other quantity also increases. Okay, one quantity decreases, then other quantity also decreases. So let's see how to solve this question. Okay, so we can write here part of parts of a red pigment. Okay, part of this. Okay, so here given part of red pigment is equal to 1, so it has 75 base. Okay, so here this is given part of base is given 1800 ml. Okay, so what is the part of red pigment? So we let the part of red pigment is X for 1800 part of base. Okay, so this is a case of direct proportion. So ratio are equal. So 1 by 75 is equal to X by 1800. Okay, so because this is a part of case of direct proportion, so we can write 1 by 75 is equal to X by 1800, or by cross multiplication we find that 75 into X is equal to 1 into 1800. Okay, or you can write X is equal to 1800 by 75. Clear? This is equal to, if you divide 1875 by 1800 by 75, you have 24. Means that 24 parts of red pigment required for 1800 base part. Clear? Hence, we can say that with base 1800 ml, 24 part of red pigment should be mixed. Okay, so I hope all of you understood this question. Now we are going to solve next question, question number 4. Next question, question number 4. Question number 4 is, a machine in a soft drink factory fills 840 bottles in 6 hours. For 840 bottles, it's takes 6 hours. So how many bottles will it fill in 5 hours? Okay, so here given uh, 6 hours, 840 bottles. Okay, if you take less hours, so machine fill less bottles. It means that this is a, if there this is a case of direct proportion, because one quantity is decreased, then other quantity is also decrease. Okay, one quantity is increased, then other quantity is also increase. Okay, for this we make a tables hour and bottles. So let's see how to solve this question. Okay, so here we make like this. Hours bottles. Okay, so 6 hours, how many bottles is given? 6 hours, 840 bottles. Okay, 6 hours, 800 or 40 bottles. Okay, so 5 hours, how many bottles? Let X bottles. Okay, X bottles, 5 bottles. Okay, this is a case of direct proportion. So in direct proportions, ratio are equal. So you can write here 6 by 840 is equal to 5 by x. Or you can write it x into 6 is equal to 840 into 5. Or x is equal to 840 into 5 by 6. Okay. So if you divide it, then you obtain 700 bottles. Okay. Then you obtain 700 bottles. It means that machine fill in 700 bottles in 5 hours, because machine fills in 840 bottles in 6 hours. Okay. Now let's see next question. Question number 5. What is the question number 5? You can see on your screen. A photograph of bacteria in large 50,000 times a tensor length of 5 centimeters as shown in the diagram. What is the actual length of the bacteria? What is actual length? Okay, 5 centimeters is length and the enlarged length is 50,000. Okay, and what is the actual length of the bacteria? Okay, if the photographs is enlarged 20,000 times only, what should be it enlarged length? Okay, so first enlarged length is given 5 centimeter, then photographs enlarge it by 50,000 times. Okay, and second times photograph enlarge it 20,000 times. What is the enlarged length? Okay, so first you find what is the actual length of bacteria. Actual length of bacteria is equal to 5 by 50,000. Okay, so let's see. Fifth question. First you find actual length of bacteria. Actual length of bacteria. This is equal to, here given that enlarged length 5 centimeter by 50,000. Okay, clear? If you cancel it, we obtain 1 by 10,000 in centimeter. Okay, clear? So you can write it 1 by 10 power 4 centimeter, or you can write it 10 power minus 4 centimeter, the actual length of bacteria. Clear? Okay, and at last you find the enlarged length when photographs enlarged 20,000 times. Okay, so let enlarge length of bacteria bx. Okay, enlarge length of bacteria bx. So this is the case of direct proportion. So you can write 5 centimeters. So he shows 50,000 times x centimeters. Enlarge x centimeters. So he shows 20,000 times. Clear? So you can write 12340 cancel 12340 cancel, or you can write it 5 by 5. This is equal to x by 2. So 5 also cancel. We obtain here. What we obtain here? 1 is equal to x by 2. Or you can write here x is equal to 2 into 1 centimeter. This implies that x is equal to 2 centimeters. Clear? So I hope all of you understood this question. This is given 5 centimeter enlarge. So photographs shows it 50,000 times. So question is that if the photograph shows 20,000 times, what is the enlarged length of bacteria? Okay. So you can see here this is a case of direct proportion. Okay, if you like, if photographs shows large times, the length of bacteria enlarge more. If photograph shows less times, then photographs of enlarge of length of bacteria shows less. Okay, so in this way we know this is a part of and this is the case of direct variation. This is given 5 centimeter enlarge. How many times show by photographs? 50,000. Okay, and here photograph shows 20,000. Then the question asks, and that how many at times, how many, what is the, what would be the enlarged length of bacteria? Okay, so here we find 2 centimeters. Okay, 5 by 5 50,000 is equal to x by 20,000. We solve this and we will find x is equal to 2 centimeter. This is a enlarged length of bacteria. Okay, so thank you for watching. Jai Hind.